Changes. Turn and face the strain. Changes. Don't wanna be a richer man.
Hey there, my name is Mike Munzing. It's October 9th and it's time for the mortgage update. Now what in the heck was I doing with that blocked out logo in the start of the video? This is an exciting week. I've got a big announcement to tell you. I've had some things in the works for a long time, and it all surrounds the fact that I listen to you. You know I watch the market. You know, if you've been watching my videos at all, I've been making them for over a year now, that I watch the trends, I watch the numbers, I watch Wall Street, I watch DC, and I know what's coming and I know what's going on. Hey, do you remember a while back when probably a couple of months ago, I brought up the picture here of the dinosaur chasing that little guy over on the side there. Now once again, who is that guy again? That's right. That was a mortgage broker. Now, I've been a mortgage broker. You guys have known me as Munzing Mortgage Group for quite some time. If you've known me for a long time, once again, I've been out here 20 years. For years, I was with different companies. American Sterling Bank, a lot of you recall back in the 90s, what a great bank to work for. To really be the guy for you, I formed a Munzing Mortgage Group. And that way I can make sure I can help you and help your buyers. But once again, with guys like Barney Frank in the works, whoops, and other guys like Cuomo, we've got problems with what's going on. Especially this week, I was talking to one of the realtors out there, good friend, and she made the point that what you guys need now, what the MLS listings are calling for, what the short sales are calling for, what the banks are calling for, is you guys need a direct lender. I've known that for a long time, and I've had things in the works for a long time. I haven't told you on these videos just because I hadn't had a chance to fully integrate that. I do a lot of research before I make a move, before I make a decision on a level that this had to be made. I want to make sure I'm doing the right thing. Now, I had to decide. I had to say, well, okay, if I'm going to go with a direct lender, who am I going to go with? Would I go with Bank of America? Now, Bank of America, as you know, as you recall from Countrywide, they've got loan officers everywhere. Got a little funny story. 2 weeks ago, I was at that Thursday morning broker preview meeting down at Laguna Niguel. Now, at that meeting, it's probably, 100 people there? There were 15 Bank of America loan officers there. All in their suits, all looking intimidating. 15 in their suits, looking much like Agent Smith from The Matrix. Now, that's what they thought. They were there to intimidate and look strong and look united. Honestly, kind of had a more of a feeling like this. They were everywhere. That's the problem with Bank of America. Oh, that's a little irreverent, but that's the problem with going with strictly a big group like Bank of America. They have their loan officers everywhere. Certainly, I could choose Wells Fargo. I could choose Citi. I could even choose Chase. Direct lenders, all of them. What I've decided to do, I'm going to swoop right in here so you can see, and this will bring, once again, I'm making these decisions for you, the realtors, and for your buyers. So many of these big investors, they're sending their underwriting out of the area. The processing may not even be done in this state. So I am going to, as you can swoop in here, going to the company by the name of CRESTLINE Funding. Scott Brown's the owner. You hear him on the radio locally. They have quite a number of guys in the area who are with CRESTLINE, but they are fantastic. Office is right here in Irvine. And but what we've been able to do is maintain our office. Actually, I'm bringing it up behind me here. Maintain our office here in San Clemente with an underwriter in our office. We've got a number of guys down here. But we have in-house underwriting, in-house processing, in-house funding, some of the best rates in the industry. If you've had me quote on your deals, I'm rarely ever getting beat because I can still broker as well. Not only are we a direct lender and funded our own funds, we do have access to all of those investors that we talked about. So you're not stuck with merely a Bank of America program or a Chase, Wells, or Citi program. You're not stuck with that. I have access to all of these other investors to get the best deal for your clients. Okay, now that you know I'm with a direct lender, I'll bring the logo up here in the corner. I'll keep that one up from now on. It's exciting to have a big team around me. I love owning my own company. That's fantastic. I still have all the access to all the other investors as well, so we haven't lost anything. We've only gained a ton. Our turnaround times are fantastic. Underwriting right now is running about 24 hours, so closed an FHA deal just the other day, just barely over 20 days. We're not hampered by the restrictions that a lot of these other investors are going through. Let's take a look now. I could do each week. I want to take a look at the rates real quick. We've had a bit of a turn today. Overall, the rates are pretty much level with where they ended last week, but the trend turned basically north on us today. And yesterday afternoon, the market started to come apart. Today was a really rough day for rates. They're still right in the range from last week. Go to my website. Obviously, it is still, everything's the same as it was. Website is still MikeMunzing.com. You can print the rate sheet, take it to your open house, and show your buyers. It's a great way to keep the numbers out there and have good information at your open house as well. Next, I would like to jump into, real quickly, some of the numbers from Stephen Thomas. Each couple of weeks, he brings out information. The interesting big hotspots that he's picking on is the fact that for the very first time, the inventory, not the first time, but the first time in a long time, the inventory in Orange County has dropped below 8,000 properties on the market in Orange County. And a lot of folks are wondering, buyers, as he said, are scratching their heads as to why this is. Well, a couple things. Problem is the banks are still holding the properties back. We know that. That's what's called the shadow inventory. Foreclosures have been held off. Foreclosures have been delayed due to the moratoriums and the hopes of them trying to do the loan modifications. It does look like those will be coming back in the market. The banks have also been holding off on the properties that they've already foreclosed on. For some reason, the sellers, only if they absolutely have to sell, are they bringing their properties to market. I've told you before, I think right now is the prime time that if you need to sell your home, if you want to sell your home in the next couple of years, now is the time to get it on the market and get that thing sold so you're clear of the property. If you want to go buy another property, you're clear of that property so you can go do that, since our buy-up buyers are not able to do that very much. Another reason why is that that the properties seem real low, inventory seems low, is that we have had about a 35% or more drop in the market since the high spot, and we've got a lot of buyers, a lot of first-time buyers, and a lot of investors still out there. I'm working with a lot of you on those. And finally, that the rates, though just starting to trend up, they've been held down for quite some time, have been historically low, probably some of the lowest rates that we'll see in our lifetime perhaps. Okay, once again, now I'm Mike Munzing with CRESTLINE Funding. You can still reach me at 949-689-5626. Don't forget, I mentioned it earlier, don't forget about my website. Once again, at MikeMunzing.com. I've got a ton of tools, a ton of helpful flyers and such for you and your buyers. Don't forget about my FHA property financing flyer. You can go in, you can customize it, and take it to your open house. And then also, when we're getting your clients approved, getting them ready to go, getting them approved quickly, my online application has been absolutely the most efficient, effective, and secure way to get your clients approved. I'm here for you. I'm here for your buyers. I'm making changes to be the guy that you need me to be out there. Direct lender. My approvals are good with the short sales, good with the REOs, and we're ready to go. Appreciate working with you. Have a great weekend. Mike Munzing, CRESTLINE Funding. God bless you. God bless your families. Bye-bye.
Changes. Turn and face the strain. Changes. Don't wanna be a richer man.